Students, welcome to our DigiClass Newton book. Today, we are going to discuss temperature and entropy diagram of a thermodynamic system. We are all very familiar with a thermodynamic system and its process. The best example for thermodynamic system is the Carnot's engine. A thermodynamic system has mainly four parameters: pressure, volume, temperature, and entropy. So, entropy is the disorderness of a thermodynamic system. When temperature changes, entropy changes. We all know that during isothermal expansion, temperature is constant, and during adiabatic expansion, disorderness of the system, that is entropy, is constant. So, for a thermodynamic system which undergoes a reversible process, we have to study the change in entropy with respect to temperature. A reversible process is a process which can be performed in opposite direction also under the same circumstances. For a reversible process, Carnot's engine is the best example, which undergoes four stages, two expansions, after that in opposite directions two compressions. In the first stage, Carnot's engine, the thermodynamic system is expanded in isothermal process, and then in the second stage expanded in adiabatic process. After the process is completed in one direction, then it is performed in opposite direction, that is the gas or the system is compressed in isothermal process and then adiabatic process. So this is the best example for a reversible process. Now we can study the temperature versus entropy diagram, or the change in entropy with respect to temperature for any thermodynamic system. The system which undergoes a process with respect to temperature. For that, we take this example of Carnot's engine. This is the Carnot cycle, a graph drawn between pressure and volume of the system. Here, this is the initial state of the system where the pressure, volume and temperature are noted initially. Then this line indicates isothermal expansion of the system at the temperature T1. T1 is the high temperature, and the gas or the system is expanded by means of a source which is at the temperature T1. Later on, the system is expanded again in adiabatic process. During this adiabatic process, no transfer of heat is between the system and surroundings, and then later when the system reaches to the temperature, a low temperature T2, then again this process in the same one direction, forward direction, is finished. Later on, this is the stir stage, that is the process which is performed in opposite direction. The system is compressed. The system is compressed in isothermal process at the temperature, low temperature T2. And later on, when the temperature T2 is constant and it is compressed at after certain stage, again it is compressed adiabatic process here. So when you finish this process, reversible process, the system reaches to initial state. This is the best example for reversible process. Now we would like to discuss about the change in entropy during this total reversible process. This is the isothermal process, and here this is the initial point and this is the final point of isothermal process. We know that during adiabatic expansion or adiabatic compression, change in entropy is zero. Now we go through the change in entropy with respect to temperature during Carnot cycle. So this is the graph drawn between temperature and entropy, temperature versus entropy diagram. Entropy is plotted on x-axis and temperature is plotted on y-axis. This is A is the initial state of the system and A to B is the isothermal expansion, B to C is adiabatic expansion. This is the process which is performed in one direction. Then C to D is the isothermal compression. The system undergoes in opposite direction process, and D to A adiabatic compression. Then again when the system reaches to the point A, it will have its initial state. So we start from this point A, initial state. The temperature of the system is T1. The system is expanded isothermally. When it reaches the point B, temperature is same, but its entropy increases from S1 to S2. We should remember one thing, that during reversible process or during any process, the change in entropy either increases or constant. It will never decrease. So here from point A to B, entropy increases from S1 value to S2. Then the second stage, BC, adiabatic process. We know that during adiabatic process, entropy is constant, change in entropy is 0. So it stands at the point S2 only. Then C to D, third stage, isothermal compression. The entropy value of the system increases from S2 to S1 in opposite direction. We should not say that entropy decreases. We should say that entropy value increases in opposite direction from S2 to S1. So it's a parallel line to the x-axis. Then the last stage, D to A, compression, adiabatic compression. Change in entropy is 0 as it is adiabatic process. So entropy value stands at the point S1 only. So totally the diagram temperature versus entropy is a rectangular diagram which is in yellow shade here. This rectangular diagram represents temperature versus entropy graph, change in entropy of the system with respect to temperature during a reversible process of Carnot's cycle. We can draw this diagram for any thermodynamic system which undergoes a process, thermodynamic process. Thermodynamic process is nothing but an expansion or compression either in isothermal process or adiabatic process. If it is a reversible process, change in entropy is 0. If it is an irreversible process, entropy increases. Then what is the need of studying temperature entropy diagram? So we have many advantages of this temperature entropy diagram. One is, so we have a heat engine. Heat engine is nothing but a device which converts heat into mechanical energy or mechanical energy into heat. So efficiency of the heat engine can be calculated. Efficiency of the heat engine can be calculated using TS diagram. Second one is, for two heat engines, so efficiency can be compared. Efficiency of two heat engines can be compared. And next one is here, if any drawbacks are there, any flaws can be identified using thermodynamic entropy diagram. And the last one is used in meteorology. Meteorology is the study of meteors, and study of motion of meteors can be easily done with TS diagram, temperature entropy diagram. Temperature of the meteor can be calculated, and its motion, random motion, or the motion with respect to the temperature can be studied. So meteors can be studied using temperature entropy diagram. So meteorology uses this temperature entropy diagram. So we have many advantages of temperature entropy diagram. So these are the applications of temperature entropy diagram. Finally, once again, a glance for this topic, temperature entropy diagram. It's a graph between temperature and entropy of thermodynamic system. When thermodynamic system goes under thermodynamic process like expansion and compression, entropy of the system changes. Isothermal process, entropy is increasing from S1 to S2 here, and in adiabatic process change in entropy is 0. So this is the entropy, change in entropy of Carnot cycle. So this is the temperature versus entropy diagram of Carnot cycle. In this way, we can draw a temperature entropy diagram of any other thermodynamic system, and we can calculate efficiency of the system using temperature entropy diagram, or we can compare the efficiency of two heat engines, or we can find out or identify any flaws in the heat engine. And in meteorology, to study the motion of meteors, we use temperature entropy diagram. That's all for this class, students. So in the next class, we discuss thermodynamic potentials and Maxwell equations. What are thermodynamic potentials, and how we derive Maxwell equations using thermodynamic potential values. Till then, take care. Bye.